Undecided about his future as the Buccaneers kick off mandatory minicamp this week. Gronkowski has spent time with Tom Brady this offseason, but still no official word if he'll return to the NFL. According to the Tampa Bay Times, the team is optimistic Gronk will be back with the Bucs ahead of training camp in July. Meanwhile, Cooper Kupp is hoping Odell Beckham Jr. will be back with the Rams this season. Kupp told ESPN's First Take he'd love to have OBJ as part of what the Rams are building, and said what Beckham was able to do last season, learning and executing the offense, was incredible. And the Chiefs head into the 2022 season without Tyreek Hill, but offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy is excited about his new group of wide receivers, telling reporters they have a lot of diversity at the position and they are already starting to build chemistry. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called a Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt. One of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold. Deadline fast approaching. But a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. Monday, June 6, 2022. It's D-Day, Gene.
It's B-Day?
Yes.
Okay, as in honeybee?
No, D.
Oh, D-Day, yes.
As in, let's hit the beaches at Normandy.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. D-Day, I do understand.
Okay. And I am always reminded, one of the few senior NCOs that I had tremendous respect for when I was in the Army was First Sergeant John Franco McCarroll from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
Yep. And no doubt about he was from Brooklyn when you heard him talk. But Top, as you call First Sergeant, hit the beaches on Normandy on D-Day as part of the Big Red One.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, not so much bragging about what he did, but very, very proud of the 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One.
And that's the way it should be.
Yes. Yeah, great guy. And as I said, one of the few senior NCOs I had respect for.
And NCO, tell it,
non-commissioned officer.
Non-commissioned officer, okay.
The people that run the military, whether it's Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Army.
They're the ones that do it.
The NCOs are the ones that do it, and the smart officers are the ones that listen to them and do what they say.
Very true.
Yes.
Very true. You can ask a commissioned officer like the captain of NAF, and they'll tell you who runs the base.
Oh, yes. Okay. Anyway, we've got some birthdays. Are you ready?
Yes, I've heard that rumor.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Singer-songwriter Gary U.S. Bonds is 83. Freddy Krueger, actually, actor Robert Englund is 75. Playwright, actor Harvey Fierstein is 70. Comedian Colin Quinn, 63. Actor Jason Isaacs from the Harry Potter films, 59. Actor Max Casella, Doogie Howard's buddy, is 55. Actor Paul Giamatti, 55. Actor Sonia Walger is 48. Actor Stacy Keenan is 47. Actor Aubrey Anderson Emmons is 15. Okay, got some local birthdays coming up. Pay attention.
Hi, I'm Hilton Smith, and I'm asking for your vote for Imperial County Sheriff on June 7th. I was born and raised in Imperial Valley, and I have 38 years experience in the sheriff's office. I believe we can make a difference in how policing is done in our community. I will do this by guaranteeing sheriff department employees are treated fairly and provided equal opportunities for advancement. I plan to implement an oversight committee and also ensure each outlying area as a resident deputy. Vote Hilton Smith for Imperial County Sheriff.
Paid for by Hilton Smith for Imperial County Sheriff 2022.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Alex Hernandez, J.C. Cruz, Lauren Jensen, Judy Duflock, Raymond Uribe, Karina Martinez, April Kirby, David Garcia, Valerie Moore, Carlos Nava, Elise Rene Perez, Alexis Tombach, Frida Gran, Guadalupe Mesa, Heidi Bennett, Jason Wheatley, Rosemary Rubio, James Perez, Greta Vargas Lancaster, and Leopoldo Calderon. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, so there's our list. And today, it's the day before Election Day.
Yeah, yesterday was the day before the day before.
Yes, and tomorrow will be the day
after.
Yeah, and the day after. And we'll be counting votes, won't we?
We will be. We'll take our shoes off, too, when the number gets over 10. You can rest assured that.
Yeah. So 20. You got 10 fingers, 10 toes.
Yeah, but I got other jobs for the others, you know.
Okay. Well, if Gabe's around to help, he's got 7 toes on one foot and 3 on the other.
In fact, I'd like to do that. Might drive Gabe crazy. I don't know. Well, he might be already there.
It's not far to drive, trust me. Just around the corner. Anyway, so busy weekend?
Not really. Not really. Just, the weather was still nice in the mornings and the late afternoon evenings. No complaints.
Okay.
Won't get you anywhere.
Same for me. Just kind of kicked back. Saturday, pulled out all of the tomato plants. The heat is getting to them.
Yeah, you had a little ceremony.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes. Pam played taps on the kazoo.
Yeah.
But left one plant in that seems to tolerate the heat well.
Yeah.
So
we did not have good luck with Roma tomatoes this year.
Okay. Well, we did well with our cherry tomatoes and with the Romas.
Cherry tomatoes, that's another story.
Yeah. Yeah, and not such good luck with the heirloom tomatoes that we grew, but that's the one that's tolerating the heat, and we left it in. Maybe we'll get more.
Yeah, and they're collectible, so.
Yes, they are. Yeah. And we might even, call in Bill Caldwell, they're heirlooms, and how Bill is about things like that. Quote.
Yeah, might be able to get Bill to give us a quote on our heirloom tomatoes.
Okay, and the bell peppers are still doing well. They handle the heat.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Anyway, that's an update on the garden.
All right.
Are you ready for news?
We'll dive into the heat.
Okay, we've got to look at World and California news headlines right now. And it is brought to you by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Don't put it off. We're looking at 115 by the weekend. Got it? Get it. Call Lock for that preseason checkup. Repair, replace, or just tune up.
CBS News Brief, a mass shooting in Chattanooga, Tennessee, one of more than a dozen over the weekend.
Many people right now are feeling unsafe and concerned about our welfare and about the safety of our neighborhood.
3 people were killed outside a bar there, 3 dead after a shooting Saturday night in Philadelphia. No arrests in either incident. Mexico's president says he will not attend a summit of the Americas in L.A. this week because President Biden didn't invite leaders of Cuba, Nicaragua, or Venezuela. The end of the political line may be looming for British Prime Minister Boris Johnson after members of his own party scheduled a no-confidence vote today over his pandemic Partygate scandal. CBS's Rami Inocencio from London.
There are 359 Conservative MPs in the party. What needs to happen is that half of those, plus one, also need to say that they have no confidence.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California Headline News. Golden Gate Bridge, the site of another demonstration by people fed up with gun violence. This one led by Congresswoman Jackie Speer, a victim of gun violence herself.
If we had 100 people dying in a plane every day, Congress would be acting. But somehow, because it happens with guns, it's okay. It's not okay.
Hundreds marching across the bridge honoring victims of gun violence, calling for increased safety measures. Pride Month celebrations underway. West Hollywood hosting its own parade Sunday for the first time, attracting thousands.
Outside of, the outfits and the quirky personalities and what's seen, beneath it all, we all just want to be loved, cared for, seen, and heard.
Syria Rodriguez with Asian Pacific Aid's interventional team. Gas prices in the state up another 2 cents overnight. Statewide average of $6.34 a gallon, up nearly 20 cents in the past week, up more than 55 cents in the past month. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Tracy, line 1 is looking for a quote on a mini split.
Crazy spring temperatures are heating up to wide HVAC phone lines.
Next week we're booked solid.
If they don't find more technicians, they'll be in hot water.
How are we down 3 technicians in the past 3 weeks?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS Consumer Access.org. Over 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley, at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, you can expect heat with an exclamation mark. The National Weather Service says there is the potential for dangerous heat by the end of the week. Afternoon temperatures in Imperial and Yuma valleys are expected to hit 110 or higher by Thursday and last through the weekend. Overnight lows will be in the mid to upper 70s. Not only can you expect heat, but you can vote early. Carroll Buckley explains how.
Tomorrow is Election Day, and you can drop your ballot off at drop boxes at various City Hall locations throughout the county, as well as the county administration on Main Street in El Centro. The drop boxes available 24 hours a day. Or on Election Day, you can drop your ballot off at the Imperial County Elections Department, registrar voters, between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. Of course, you can vote the old-fashioned way and visit your assigned precinct. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. tomorrow.
KXO News Time, coming up to 7:43.
If you're looking for something special for your pickup, head to the Brawley Quick Lane and their new off-road center. They specialize in lift kits, wheels, and tires that have the right look and perform. There's names like Fox, Bilstein, and Rancho. Method wheels, too. Built-up spray bed liners as low as $4.99. It's the right stuff at the right price. The brand new off-road center at Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
One person is dead and another wounded following a late Saturday night shooting. El Centro police responded to the 400 block of Heil Avenue shortly before midnight Saturday after receiving reports of gunshots. On arrival, officers found a male juvenile said to be in his late teens in the street with a gunshot wound. The victim was taken to El Centro Regional Medical Center, where he later succumbed to his wounds. Officers then learned that the second victim, an adult man, had been taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds. The man was said to have been shot in the 400 block of Heil. He was flown to an out-of-valley trauma center for treatment. Witnesses told investigating officers that the two victims had been involved in an altercation at a house party and that the fight spilled out into the street where the shooting occurred. According to police, multiple subjects were involved in the altercation and several subjects are still outstanding. Police are asking for anyone who might have information about the incident to contact the El Centro Police Department. Now, we spoke of the danger of heat, the dangers of heat stroke. Local agencies are warning parents and caregivers about the dangers. The Imperial County Public Health Department's Emergency Medical Services Agency, along with the California Highway Patrol and El Centro Fire Department, are working together to reduce the number of deaths by reminding parents and caregivers about the dangers of heat stroke and leaving children in a hot car. According to El Centro Fire Interim Chief Cedric Cessna, as outside temperatures rise, the risk of children dying from being left alone inside a hot vehicle also rises. The local agencies remind you to never leave a child in a vehicle unattended, even if the engine is running and the air conditioner is on. Make it a habit to look in the back seat every time you exit the car and always lock the car and put the key out of reach. Children's temperatures can rise up to 5 times faster than that of an adult. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, heat stroke is just behind car crashes as the killer of children. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Page 2 of the Local News and the weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturdays at 4:30, and by the Brownies Diner in Brawley. They're open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, a church leader pleads guilty. The leader of La Luz del Mundo Church has pleaded guilty to several felony counts of sexual assault involving minors. Their son, Joaquin Garcia, was arrested in 2019 for conduct that occurred over several years in Los Angeles County. 2 others were also charged at the time, while a 4th individual remains at large. All the individuals are associated with La Luz del Mundo. Over the course of the investigation and prosecution, prosecutors demonstrated that Garcia's criminal conduct was enabled by individuals surrounding him, and that Garcia used his position of trust and authority to sexually abuse children. Garcia will be sentenced on Wednesday, June 8th. Well, graduations continue. Yes, we still have graduations coming up. Carroll Buckley filed this story.
Graduations in the Valley are continuing this week. On Wednesday, the Imperial County Office of Education, Valley Academy, and Imperial Pathways Charter School will graduate with ceremonies at the Jimmy Cannon Theater on the campus of Southwest High School. Also Wednesday, Desert Valley High School will hold graduation exercises at Warren Field. On Thursday, Brawley Union High School will hold commencement ceremonies at Warren Field. Holtville High School will graduate seniors on the football field in Holtville Thursday as well.
Well, double dip ends in arrest. A man was arrested after being implicated in 2 separate crimes. At about 1:50 p.m. Saturday, El Centro police received a report of a robbery at a bus stop. A suspect walked up to a man, punched him in the face, and took the man's cell phone and 2 backpacks. The suspect was said to be armed with 2 knives and was last seen walking away on Main Street. The suspect was also carrying a gas can. The victim was transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center for treatment for injuries sustained in the robbery. About an hour and a half later, police responded to a local store after receiving a report of a man causing a disturbance and breaking items inside the business. Police were able to detain the suspect, and the victim from the earlier robbery was able to identify him as the man who robbed him. The suspect was booked at Imperial County Jail on charges of armed robbery and burglary. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says the summer heat will tick up a couple of notches by the latter half of the week as the warming trend continues. High pressure will build across the region over the next few days before reaching its peak intensity Friday through the upcoming weekend. High temperatures will approach 110 degrees already by Wednesday and likely top out between 110 and 115 for much of the Imperial and Yuma valleys Thursday and lasting through the weekend, prompting the issuance of an excessive heat warning. 103 our high yesterday, 75 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 105. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest this afternoon. Tonight clear with a low around 74. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 106. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. 84 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast at 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
My name is George Marquez. I'm a candidate for district attorney. I was raised in Imperial County, and I'm a product of our local public school system. I believe in protecting our families by aggressively prosecuting dangerous criminals. I believe in forging strong relationships with law enforcement to further our interest of law, order, and justice. I believe in building bridges to the entire community so that everyone has a voice. Please vote George Marquez on June 7th for Imperial Valley District Attorney. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at George Marquez for District Attorney 2022.
Paid for by committee to elect George Marquez for District Attorney.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA Finals action, Steph Curry stepped up, and Golden State with a big win over the Boston Celtics, 107-88. That ties the NBA championship series at 1 game each. Game 3 coming up on Wednesday. Oh, the Lakers? Yeah, they've got a coach. That's not the coach they wanted. Word on the street is the Lakers wanted to talk to Juwan Howard. He's coaching at Michigan, his alma mater, but Howard wouldn't even interview for the job. He is happy where he is, and I don't blame Juwan Howard. He wants nothing to do with the drama in Los Angeles. And Quinn Snyder is stepping down as the Jazz head coach after 8 seasons with Utah.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball yesterday, it was the Yankees. They topped the Tigers 5-4, went 10 innings. Phillies extended the Angels' losing streak. The Phillies beat the Angels 9-7. Pirates shut out the Diamondbacks 3-0. Guardians edged the Orioles 3-2. Twins topped the Blue Jays 8-6. The White Sox nipped the Rays 6-5. Giants over the Marlins 5-1. Nationals edged the Reds 5-4. Astros over the Royals 7-4. It was the Mariners 6, the Rangers 5. Braves 8, the Rockies 7. Red Sox 5, Athletics 2. In 10 innings, the Mets edged the Dodgers 5-4. Cardinals slipped by the Cubs 5-3 in 11. Oh, and the Padres, behind a 3-run Jake Cronenworth home run, beat the Brewers 6-4 in a 10-inning contest. And Rafael Nadal has won his 14th French Open title. That's a total of 22 Grand Slams. Nadal overwhelmed Casper Ruud in straight sets yesterday to win his 14th French Open championship. Nadal with a win, 3-3 love. And this after he received an injection to numb his foot for the finals. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Apple is set to kick off its annual developer conference today, where it will show off new features coming to its most popular devices. But Apple could also tease a new product long rumored to be in development. At its Worldwide Developers Conference kicks off today and runs through Friday, Apple expected to show off iOS 16, which could reportedly include a revamped notification center and lock screen for iPhones, as well as new health features and social features for iMessages. Meanwhile, you notice this. Gas prices keep going up and up and up. The national average, $4.87 a gallon. California, $6 plus. Yeah. What can I say? The prices are going to continue to climb, according to experts. Veteran oil analyst Andy Lippow told CNN he expects the national average to hit $5.05 a gallon in the next 10 days. That will push California prices to $7 a gallon. Gas prices have been driven to record highs by a range of factors, including strong demand for energy as people drive and fly more. Meanwhile, what's happening on Wall Street? Well, we see a lot of green. The Dow up 295 points at 33,194. The S&P 500 up 54 at 4,162. The NASDAQ at 12,215. That's up 203 points. Gold off $2 an ounce. Oil is down 28 cents a barrel. Yeah, they're going to cut the prices at the pump immediately. Count on it, right?
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 105. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest this afternoon. Tonight, clear with a low around 74. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 106. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. 84 degrees, 43% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast at 325. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
CBS News on the original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. A governor has just signed legislation to toughen her state's gun laws.
It just keeps happening. Shots ring out, flags come down, and nothing ever changes. Except here in New York.
Governor Kathy Hochul.
We're tightening the red flag laws to keep guns away from dangerous people. And we're raising the age of semi-automatic weapons so no 18-year-old can walk in on their birthday and walk out with an AR-15. Those days are over.
Since Friday, there have been 13 mass shootings in the U.S. Congressman Dwight Evans represents the neighborhood in Philadelphia where 3 people were killed and 11 were hurt when several shooters opened fire on a busy streets over the weekend.
This is really not partisan, though Republicans basically don't want to talk about guns. The reality is we have too many guns on the street, and we got to do something.
The price of gas begins the week just below $4.87 a gallon. AAA's national average has gone up more than a quarter a gallon over the past 2 weeks. In Michigan, Allie McDonough says soaring prices have upended her summer plans.
The first thing has been travel, and we had a couple things planned this summer that were just we just can't make it work.
Energy analyst Pavel Molchanov expects they will level off before too much longer.
Global oil prices close to $120 a barrel. It's hard to imagine them going much higher.
A judge in Minneapolis has delayed next week's scheduled trial of 2 former police officers charged in the George Floyd case until next January to improve the prospects for a fair trial. CBS's Stephen Portnoy has news ahead of this week's gathering of Latin American leaders.
It's a blow to the summit and one that was widely expected. Mexico's President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador now says he's not going to Los Angeles due to what he calls the exclusion of 3 Latin American countries, Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua, where the White House says democracy and human rights have been squashed. Leaders in the region have also been broadly critical of the summit for not having a clear focus or agenda.
It's a key day for Britain's Prime Minister.
I'm Vicky Barker in London. The Partygate scandal and resulting sagging opinion polls seem to have brought Boris Johnson's own Conservative Party to a tipping point. Enough of the Prime Minister's own lawmakers now want him out to trigger a no-confidence vote. Boris Johnson's future will be decided just hours from now.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 323 63 points. The NASDAQ is up 210, and the S&P 500 is up 56 points. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Moments like watching my grandson steal second mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
One of the teams in the NBA Finals has taken up a cause.
Griner, offensive rebound, and reverses it.
Boston Celtics players wore practice shirts over the weekend with BG on them in support of Brittany Griner, who was detained in Russia in February for allegedly carrying pot in her luggage. The U.S. claims her detention is wrongful. The Celtics shirts had a QR code on the back linked to a petition asking the Biden administration to do whatever it can to bring Griner home. The petition also highlights pay inequity for female hoops players like Griner who go overseas to make more money than they can in the U.S. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The Golden State Warriors used a strong third quarter to beat the Celtics last night to even the NBA Finals at a game apiece, 107-88. Steph Curry had 29 for the winners. Game 3 will be in Boston on Wednesday night. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Register today to attend the 2022 Imperial Valley Economic and Energy Summit, taking place June 16th at Imperial Valley College. Attendees will have opportunities to network with local leaders and join conversations about renewable energy, mineral extraction, manufacturing, clean transportation, and housing. Learn more at ivedc.com. CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't
he? AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.